I am buying an apartment in New York City, or at least trying to. Let's give you guys an update because it's hard to buy an apartment. Number one, it's very difficult to buy property like point blank on its own, even if you're in a relationship and you're very wealthy. I think it's still hard to buy property, okay? Especially in New York City. But it is especially hard as a single female. It is very difficult. So let me bring you all back to why I moved to New York City. Well, I've already did a video about why I moved to New York City if you want to watch it. I think I did a video on that. I don't know. I do a lot of videos. Anyways, I love New York City, and I've spent a lot of time in New York City over the last 3 years and out of New York City over the last 3 years. And I realized that while I miss my family and I love being close to family, I belong in New York City for now. Do I think it's forever? I don't know. I have no idea. It really depends on how my life goes. But for now, New York City is for me. There are a lot of people who have different views on paying rent versus paying mortgage. My personal opinion, for me, myself and I feel like paying rent, I'm throwing money away. Every month, I'm throwing money away, paying my landlord's, essentially his mortgage, while I am not guaranteed anything. So I kind of decided that it would be a sound financial decision to buy property. The thing about New York City is not only do you have to pay for the property, but you also have to pay the maintenance, which is essentially HOA, but it includes some other things. Apartment, I also have to look at the monthlies. And that's where we are. I went and looked at 5 apartments. I have a real estate broker. Love him. He's great. Also, Melvin wants to say hi. Hello, Melvin. Look at his sweater. I'm obsessed with it. One of my followers made it for him. I think I'm going to contact her and ask her to make me some more because he loves it. Well, I love it. Anyways, I have a broker who I really, really like. I already feel like is like, knows what I want, understands, and also like believes that I could buy a place. Anyways, which is not true for everybody, okay? Not everybody thinks I can buy a place. Anyways, so I went and saw 5 apartments, and I'm looking mostly on the Upper East and Upper West Side. I did just send a property to him that is not, it's in Murray Hill, which is not my dream location. However, it is a beautiful building with a doorman, and technically it's outside my budget, but like, we'll get there, okay? Anywho's I went and saw 5 apartments, and the thing with New York City real estate is they are trying to swindle you, okay? Some of these apartments that I look at online, they look like they're nice and bright and breezy, and then you get there and like there's cracks in the wall and it's falling apart and it backs up to a brick wall, so you actually have no natural light. They just edited the photos to make it look like good natural light. I need natural light. Number 1, for my sense for my mental health, okay, I need natural light. Number 2, my job. Like, I make videos, I need natural light. I basically only film videos during the day. I mean, sometimes I film videos at night, but I try and film during the day. And if I don't have natural light, I literally can't. I mean, I can do my career, but whatever. That's my preference, okay? So I went and saw 5 apartments, and 2 of them had no natural light, 0 natural light. I thought this first apartment was beautiful. I'll show a picture of it. It had the most beautiful blue kitchen. It was in a nice building. There was no doorman, but there was an elevator, which I do not want to live in a walk-up because resale value, in my opinion, I want an elevator. I also want a doorman, but like, beggars can't be choosers. That's probably the wrong phase. Anyways, this apartment was great. It was beautiful. 0 natural light. And also they had like beautiful antique like lights in there. And she's like, oh, the real estate agent, not mine, the like selling agent was like, oh yeah, that doesn't come with the place. We'll replace it with like cheap things. And I said, okay, well, what if I provide the lighting? Will you guys replace it with that? And she goes, that's not how it's done. I was like, well, it could be how it's done. Anyways, I decided not even to put an offer in on that place. It was really small. It was technically a 1-bedroom, but it was a converted studio. So the bedroom was really small. There was not a lot of closet space. And the thing about me is I have a lot of shit, and I can't have, like, I feel like I have not that much crap, but then I have so much crap and I need a place to put it. It was too small for me, whatever. I was like a really great price though. I can't remember what it was, but it was a really great price and it wasn't for me though. Then on to the next apartment. It was also on the Upper East Side, which is so funny because they actually accidentally took me into the wrong apartment. This apartment was in a very, very nice building. And the apartment that they took me into first was not the one that I had requested to see. It was $625, and you had to put down 50%. And the apartment was in shambles. I wouldn't say it was in shambles. It just wasn't great. It did have natural light, which I guess was good. But the kitchen, it like said fully remodeled. And when I go in there, I was talking to my real estate agent and I was like, these kitchen cabinets are like IKEA, like super, super cheap. And then he opened one of them and I was like, that's going to break. Like that's going to fall off and I'm going to have to replace that for $625. No. He agreed with me. He said it was way too overpriced. The floors need to be replaced. It was not good for me. And I had asked the selling agent, I was like, hey, this isn't the one that I wanted to see. I wanted to see, I can't remember what apartment it was. Let's say 3B. It probably wasn't 3B, but she's like, oh yeah, that one's a hard sell. And like, she's saying that the entire time. I was like, okay, well, I still want to see it. So she opens it up and what it really got me was like online, there was this pink, the living room was pink and it looked really pretty. This is what it looked like online. And then I think I'm going to show you what it looked like in real life. It was dark. There was like lines and cracks all over the ceiling. It was a no for me immediately, no. And it was so dark and it was like 11 a.m. It was 11 a.m. and it was so dark. So I didn't put an offer on that one. Also, after I saw the apartment, first off, my broker knows how much money I have, knows how much money's in my bank accounts because I had to give him that information, and knows how much I'm willing to put down for a deposit, okay? Technically, yes, I could have put down 50%. Did I want to put down 50%? No, but I could have put down 50% on that place. Then she tells me, not my broker, the selling broker, who should have told this to my agent, you have to not only put down 50%, you have to have the other 50% in an account that's liquid. So it can't be in a CD, it can't be in other things that are tied up. Like it has to, like a retirement account or anything like that, has to be liquid. I don't have that. Like, I don't know if you guys think that I make a lot of money. Melvin, where are you? Oh, he's eating. Okay. I make decent money. I make money to live, but like, I'm not making millions of dollars. Like, I do not have $500,000 in the bank, just like willy nilly, you know? Anyways, so I didn't even put an offer on that one. Also, it needed so much, it was a no-go for me. It needed so much work. So then we went over to the west side. And the first apartment that I saw, I swear, I thought, because he sent me all the listings and then I picked out what listings I wanted to see. And I swear that I only picked out ones that had elevators in the building. I was wrong. I picked out 2 buildings that had no elevators. And this one was a 4th floor walk up. Guys, I don't know if you know anything about me. I'm lazy as shit, okay? I'm not walking up 4 flights of stairs. Like, you think about it. You have to bring your laundry down 4 flights of stairs. You have to bring your groceries up 4 flights of stairs. It's not happening. And it was really small. It was really small, like teeny tiny. It was probably less than the size of this apartment. Like, it was smaller than my current apartment, and it was a 1-bedroom. It was an immediate no. I literally, like, as I walked in and I realized it was on the 4th floor of a 5th floor walk up, we got up the first flight of stairs and I told myself, this is not my apartment. And I should have just turned around right then and there, because I got to the top and I was like, like, I'm a Pilates girl, okay? I don't do stair stepper. Obviously, I did not put an offer on that one. Then we went to see another apartment. This one was actually really cutie patootie. And if I hadn't seen the last apartment, I probably would have put an offer on this one. It was in an elevator building. There was no doorman, but like, it was a nice building, well maintained. It was within my budget. It had lots of windows, very bright, beautiful natural light. And the thing with it is the living room was very small, but it had a good size bedroom, and the bathroom was in the bedroom, which normally would be okay, except for the fact like that's my only bathroom. So if I had guests over, they would have to go through my room to use the bathroom, which is not ideal. So I don't really want an ensuite bathroom if I only have one bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Beggars can't be choosers. Again, like, it's whatever. I was gonna put an offer in on this, and then I went and saw the last apartment. The last apartment was my dream apartment. It was spacious and beautiful. It was a walk-up, but it was only on the 2nd floor, so it was 1 flight of stairs up. It was beautiful. It had these massive windows, this beautiful kitchen with an island. Not an island. What is it called? A peninsula? Where you can, like, whatever. You could convert it into a 2-bedroom, so, like, if I wanted to stay there for a long time, I can convert it and make it into a 2nd bedroom if I have kids. The bedroom itself was like spacious. There was so many closets. There was a dishwasher. I could put in a washer dryer in one of the closets because there was like 5 closets. Anyways, I immediately knew, I was like, I want this apartment. So we talked to the selling agent and she was like, well, you have to put an offer in today because somebody is willing to lease it. And I was like, but I want this apartment. Like done deal, I want this apartment. Here's the thing. I didn't have a pre-approval letter and that is on me, but like, I just didn't have one yet, okay? So I went through my bank and they were like, oh, we don't lend in New York. And I was like, okay. Oh, here, sorry, back up. So that night I told my agent that I wanted to put an offer. He said, what do you want the offer to be? And I offered under ask a little bit because number one, I personally think it's a seller's market right now. I mean, a buyer's market right now. It's buyer's market. So like I should be able to get a better deal. And they hadn't had any other offers on this. So it was still a good offer. It was just like a little bit lower than full ask. I asked my agent about that and he was like, we go in for a little bit less, and then if they say we want full ask, then you go for full ask. Like, that's just what it is. And I was like, okay, great. Like I can't justify leaving money on the table if I can ask for to not, you know? So they liked my offer and they were looking over it. But the problem is I didn't have a pre-approval. So they were like, no, she doesn't have pre-approval. We don't think she can afford it, blah, blah, whatever, which pisses me off. Don't tell me what I can afford. You don't tell me what you don't know. Also, the woman who owns it is a single female who bought it by herself. She should be a girl's girl and help me out. Listen, I'm not telling her to like take a loss on it. I'm not asking that at all. We're just saying, girly pop. She's also an artist. Like, don't come for me like that, girl. So I asked them for like 2 hours so that I can get my pre-approval. I had sent it all to this mortgage company. Basically, they were like, you're self-employed, so it's really hard to get a loan, blah, 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 blah. Here's all of these things that you can do to get a loan. I was like, hey, great. What if I just have my dad co-sign the loan? And they're like, oh, easy peasy, great. So I sent them all my tax information, and then my dad offered to co-sign for me. He is not going to put any money into it. He is not going to be an owner at all of it, but like he will guarantee my loan. That is a privilege that I have. Thank you very much to my father. Hopefully I don't have to use him on the next one, but like from this pre-approval, he's on there just in case. I got the pre-approval. We sent it to her and she was like, no, we're going to lease it. So then my agent went back to her again and said, what if we put down, because not only do you have to get your offer accepted by the seller, you also have to get approved by the co-op board. So she was nervous that I wasn't going to get approved by the co-op board, which shouldn't be an issue because I have my dad guaranteeing. All that to say, we offered to put down more. I offered to put down more money. So I would, instead of putting down 20%, I would put down, I think I said 35%. And that would bring my ratio to be correct. I don't really know how this works, okay? Let me be honest with you. She still said no, so she leased the apartment, and I've been bitter about it, and I've been calling my agent about it and being like, I really wanted that apartment. And he goes, I know, but we're going to find one for you. And the truth is, was it perfect? No. Was it great? Yes. It had a beautiful brick wall, a working fireplace, lots of closet space. What it didn't have was an elevator and a doorman. So my dream apartment is lots of living space, lots of closet space. I would love washer and dryer. I want a doorman and I want an elevator. That's like my dream list. So that brings us to today, where my agent sent me like another 15 listings and I picked out 5 of them. 4 of them are in the locations that I want, within budget, things like that. No, 3 of them are. One of them is a little bit further east than I wanted to go, which is fine. And one of them is further south than I wanted to go. The further south one is on paper the perfect apartment. It has a fireplace. It has a doorman. It has an elevator. It's fantastic. Its location is not where I wanted to. It is in Murray Hill. Again, not where I wanted to, but that's okay. And it is technically within budget, but the monthlies are a little bit higher than I wanted to spend. But listen, I'm going to go see it and hope for the best, because if I go see it and I'm like, oh, this is awful, I don't want this, then it kind of like gives me a little bit more space to figure that out. But that's where we are with the home buying process. So my lease is up in July. My goal is to have a place by then. Listen, again, people are like, why wouldn't you just take your place? If they would sell me this apartment, I would absolutely buy it. I love my apartment. I love where it's located. If I owned it, I could fix the things that I don't love about it, which are like this ladder over here. Not the biggest fan of it. I would build probably stairs there. The bathroom needs to be a little bit redone. I don't like the vanity. It needs like a bigger vanity. And then the kitchen, I would just do a little, probably new floors, things like that. But that's not an option. So yeah, that's my update for you. Hopefully by July I have something. If not, we're going to figure that out. We're going to figure that out. I don't want to lease this place for another year, so the goal is to find a place. I do have contingency plans that I am not willing to tell you what they are yet because people are going to... I don't think people are going to judge me, but they're going to be like, you're dumb. And I don't think I'm being dumb. I think I'm being savvy, you know? Anyways, wish me luck on this apartment buying process, and I'll keep you guys updated. So hopefully one of those 5 that I'm seeing someday soon, probably in the next week, hopefully one of those is my apartment. All right, love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, because I'll probably see you tomorrow with a new video.